Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode. As you can tell, still got a little stuffy of a nose here, but working through it. It is a beautiful day outside today, so I'm gonna try to take advantage of what the conditions are and start working on a car. I told you guys about last last video that I had a car that was coming in that I needed to do a bunch of stuff on, and so you guys have probably seen the thumbnail, so you guys know what it is or know what's going on with it. But yeah, here it is. Stanced. You talk about stanced car, man. I'll tell you what. But it is a very, very nice car. It is I think it's a 2014 or 2013 STI, and the owner wanted me to do a bunch of work to it. So right off the bat, I'll show you here. We got this this WRX fabrication. So we got control arms, 2 lower control arms. Wow, they're beefy. I'll tell you that. They are beefy. Let's see, the other one is here. Collar. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Stickers, there's nothing. But all right, those over to the side. You guys have not seen this, but I did a little, I don't know what you want to call it, little reel or whatever. I posted a couple pictures of me taking Ivy and the GTR and washing them up. If you haven't seen that, it's on my Instagram. It's really nothing too crazy. But like I said before, we have these 2 here. I don't know, get these stick washers here. We do have these lower control arms for this car. We are trying to get it to more of a different camber angle here. Keith's blowing through tires, and I guess he's having axle issues or something like that. So we're gonna install these bad boys. And he said that he got these for free. He got these with the kit, or the guy that was selling it. So these are WRX fabrication as well. He got them for free because the guy said that he couldn't get them undone. And 30 seconds and you would know that these things are reverse thread. So if you guys don't know what reverse thread is, I'll show you real quick. So, you know, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So it is lefty tighty, righty loosey. So they are reverse thread. So these are two, what do you want to call those, tie rod ends. So we are going to put those on along with these control arms. So he's got specific like measurements that he wants me to go. And just to kind of show you, I will show you on, I guess I'll show you on this one. So the control arm, it will go like this. It will go like this here. I'm trying not to mess it up at all. But looking at the car, so the control arm, if it goes like this, this is the adjustment for camber. So this will go in and out, bringing your wheel, the bottom of your wheel, in and out. This back one here is for caster. People don't really know about caster. So caster is the way that the wheel goes. So the wheel is forward or backward. So if you adjust this, this back one, the caster, the measurement of the wheel will go forward or backwards. So we don't want to touch that at all if we don't have to. So they were set. It looks like they were set already. So the only ones that we will be touching are the camber arms. So that's all we will be doing. So what I'm going to actually try to do, I'm going to actually pull this thing all the way out to see how much threading we got. And then we're going to make that adjustment. But the first thing we need to do is get this thing on the lift. As you can tell, it is actually all the way aired up. And it is still crazy low. So I'm going to pull this thing forward. I'm going to get it on the lift. And we're just going to get right to work pulling these wheels off, putting them to the side, and making sure that everything we're going to do is going to be right there and available. So yeah, let me get this thing on the lift. Let's get it rocking. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now with the wheels off, I will tell you that I think there's different offsets between front and back, because this guy told me just to make sure that the front and backs don't get messed up, or don't get mixed up. So anyway, we are here, and it looks like this is probably going to be more of a pain to get this tie rod in out. And looking at this, it doesn't look like there's any grease in there. Even though there's grease fittings, there's no grease in the in the control or outer tie rod. This one's got grease in the outer tie rod, but the other one does not. So anyway, the first thing that we're gonna have to do is, since we do have the sway bar that's attached to it, we're gonna have to take the sway bar off. It looks like a 17 mil here. The ball joint looks like it could be a 19 mil. I don't know, but we're gonna have to cut this out, this cotter pin. I'm gonna have to take the cotter pin out. We're gonna have to take the sway bar out, and then we can get to the rest of this. The rest of this back here should be pretty simple. A couple of the same bolts. I think that's a 17. I think these are two 19 mils here, so it should be pretty simple to kind of get. But yeah, let's just get to work, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, folks, so I do have both lower control arms off. They don't look bad. They don't look bad. This one seems a little bit worse than the other in there, so I don't know what's going on there, but probably won't be that much of a big deal. So let me get my flashlight here. Let me show you guys something that we've noticed. So these bad boys here are they're the mounts, the whatever mounts you want to call those for the lower control arm, so that they sit nice and flush. So we have to remove those on both sides here. So looks like they are OEM ones. I don't know if they're OEM or not. They look like OEM, but I can't really tell. So we need to actually take those bad boys off. So what you're gonna need is some type of puller here, like this, so you can get that bad boy off. Now I'm gonna show you quickly here. You're gonna put the jaws on, let me get this like this. All right, you're gonna put the jaws on all three sides like this here, like this, and then you're gonna push from the top, and it should release this pretty easily, and then we can kind of move on. So set the camera up and I'll show you real quick, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're at the point now, and the easiest way to do this is to try to push the boot back just a little bit and push it upwards, and then you can get a good good grasp on your whatever this cone is right here. So let me do this right on camera here. Mine is a 15 mil, so it should just come out real quick, but it took me like it took me a little bit to actually get this bad boy to actually stick there. So let me see if I can get this thing off with one shot. All right, and there it is. Here is the cone here, and yeah, let's see. So this should be all you're left with here. is a regular, you know, like cone shape there, but the actual cone on my phone is ringing. And the cone is here. So I'm gonna do the other one right off camera here because it is gonna be a pain to actually get, like I said before, it took me a couple minutes to actually get that cone actually, you know, to where I need to go. And plus I need to change my battery. So give me 1 second. I will be right back after I get done getting that cone off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks. So now that I have both sides off here, everything is somewhat kind of clear. We can start to measure everything that we need over here on these control arms here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure. And this guy says that he wants, this side goes to this side. What he wants is he wants another inch out on top of what it measures. So I'm going to have to do that, make some measurements, and see if I can kind of get somewhat close between this and that, and then kind of go from there, because I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing here. But I think, yeah, I think, like I said before, I'm just going to have to measure and see what I can kind of do. So give me 1 second. I don't know if I'm going to cut these zip ties off just yet, but I'm going to do some measuring and see if I can't get it kind of close and then go an inch after that. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, people. So I've made a little bit of a discovery. Well, I wouldn't call it a discovery, but I want you to look at this. So this is the camber side. Well, I'm guessing it's the same on both sides there. But there is a lot of adjustment here. So this bad boy, the longest shaft on this side here is probably about 6 inches or so. And then you got another 3 inches here of threads. So you have a lot of adjustment here. You have a lot. So this is how I'm kind of doing this. I put a extension through the holes here, and I'm trying to measure it up as best as I possibly can. So I think I have this one pretty much squared up. He wanted an inch between from this hole here, from the camber side to the new to the new adjustments here. So it's about an inch and a half ish, something like that. But with these things being brand new, they should be easily adjustable. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these all the way back in, and then I'm gonna measure up this side here, and then we can start the process of putting these bad boys back on. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, people. So I now have both sides equally adjusted here. The collars are a little loose, but nothing too crazy. I did put NICs on all the threads here. That's why it's all gray everywhere. But I did use my whatever you want to call this, dial gauge or whatever, to actually do this. And like I said before, all of these points are at least close enough to the same that I can actually put this bad boy in. So now, one thing that you're gonna notice with these things is that on each side there is a thin side. Well, this is the thicker side, this is the thin side. So you just got to remember what side you're going on. So this would be a right and this will be a left side. So, and in another important thing, so the fat boys like this here, fat boy goes to the front of the car, fat boy to the top of the car. Yeah, top of the car. So just make sure whenever you do that you're doing this the right way. So what I will do is I will get everything kind of mocked up. You don't want to touch anything and torque anything down until final assembly here. So that means sway bars and all that. So you do get these extra things here. So these two washers here, these 1/2 inch washers, go at the bottom of where the ball joint goes. So at the bottom of here, and these other two are for they're spacers for 2015 WRX STI platform. So this is, they don't have anything to do with us. So we will be getting in here, putting these bad boys back up, and let's get this bad boy back together. So yeah, let's keep it rocking. All right, quick update with the STI here, and I don't know exactly what's going on with this car, but all right. So anyway, remember when I said that there was a pack here full of 2 washers and 2 spacers? Well, those spacers are supposed to go here for the sway bar links. So there was only 2 of them in the package, which is very weird. But I cut myself up 2 aluminum spacers here just so that this thing would go, and it's still not really that close, but it will get the job done. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on, if you need to get different types of sway bar links here, but I don't know. I just made myself some spacers, but I'm about to put this bad boy back together. Nothing is torqued down just yet, like I said before. But I am going to make sure everything is good before I start torquing everything up. So let's get to torquing everything up now. Might as well get these sway bar links on, and let's get everything torqued down. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so everything torqued down, everything looks really good. I still got to put a cotter pin in there, so I got to torque that just up a little bit more. So as you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, but looking at the angle of the steering wheel, or the wheel angle here, you can clearly tell there's a lot of toe in now. So I'm gonna do this off camera because I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to do it, mainly because this side here is way rusted, way more rusted than I would like to see. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually get this off. This side here should not be that much of an issue because the inner tie rod in is brand new. But yeah, if I do get some success, I will show you guys exactly what I got going on. But for right now, I'm gonna just cut for right now, and then yeah, I'll see if I can make an end to this. If I can, cool. If I can't, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll come back and I'll let you know exactly what's going on. But I will be right back. Let me see if I can work this out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so I was actually able to get these bad boys on, these outer tie rod ends. So I got this one on over here and this one on over here. So I did the best I could do to eyeball it up, but as you can tell, it is a lot better than what it was before. When I tell you it was way toe in like this, whoo, it was really bad. But I'm gonna leave these jam nuts a little tight, but nothing too crazy, just so that whoever's doing the alignment on this can actually go ahead and get these done. Just remember that these are left-hand threads inside here and inside here. Actually, there are left-hand threads all over this thing here. So like the new control arms are in, tightened down, torqued down. Everything is torqued down on the other side as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this bad boy down. I'm going to put the wheels on, and I'm going to try to eyeball it a little bit more to see if I can get the alignment a little bit better. So when I pull it out, we'll go for a drive up and down the block, make sure nothing is crazy loose, and we'll go from there. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the STI is done with all its suspension parts. I took it for a ride up and down the block and on 196 here. I'm very sketched out, only because I'm not really used to the stance. I'm not used to the stance life. I don't know the stance game, so I really don't know how it's really supposed to feel. All I know is he had the thing up all the way. It is on bags, so I know having a ton of air in those bags while driving it's going to be really, really harsh. So I don't really know what to expect when it comes to bagged and stanced cars, but I did everything that that this guy wanted me to do, and it turned out really, really good. Everything is good. So all he really needs is an alignment, because it does pull as you can expect. It does, and it will need an alignment, a good alignment, to be honest with you. Something that does camber, caster, and toe in the front and in the back. So a 4-wheel alignment is what that thing will need for the future. But if you enjoyed the kind of content that I make, please hit that subscribe button and maybe hit that like. And if you actually really like my stuff, please hit that bell for notifications. That would be awesome. I try to give you guys as much good content as I possibly can. I have been concentrating a lot on Sapphire, which is my blue Evo that I had painted. It was black before, just a little context. But now we are working on trying to get it running the right way. It is parked out front of the house, as you guys know from last video. But I have one more car on the docket before I actually get back to that. But yeah, this is where I'm going to leave this car off. Leave this video off with the STI, looking good. I don't know if the stance life is for me, but it is what it is. I'll catch you guys on the next one.